Happy Flosstube Friday, friends. My name is Kari. This is Tiger Lily Designs. Welcome to Flosstube episode number 74. Yay! Happy July 21st to you, friends. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for coming back. And if you're new, thanks so much for checking me out. My channel is mainly about cross stitch and quilting and knitting, and I've added hooking to it. Basically anything that has to do with a fiber art craft, I will do it. I will try it. Usually I will love it and I will share it with you. Today is my floss tube, so lots of stitching. What I do have for you, let's run through my table of contents like I like to do. I do have 2 finishes to share with you this week. I come to here every Flosstube Friday. I try to. So this is just what I've been working on this week. So I have 2 finishes. I have 2 starts. We've got a little Tiger Lily shop update. We're going to talk my August plans. We're talking about ornament finishing, short, sweet, and we're going to have a giveaway at the end too. So stick around. Hopefully grab your stitching, grab something cozy to drink, and let's dive in, shall we? All right, friends. When I'm consuming Flosstube, let's just get to the good stuff, right? Like, it's all good, really. I'm here for a avatar length, full length movie any time of day. Hopefully that's not what this is. I really haven't done that much this week, so it shouldn't be. But in the meantime, we're going to get right to the good stuff. So if you are new this week, this month, I am participating in, everybody does, not everybody. Christmas in July is not something I made up. Lots of people are stitching Christmas in July. There's Jolly July, all the things. Well, I gave myself a goal. Here we are on the 21st of July. So, we're about 2/3 in through the month. I am not 2/3 done with my goal. Honesty, let's just call out the elephant in the room, shall we? My goal was to finish 10 ornaments. Christmas ornaments are my favorite things. Like, some of my favorite things to stitch. First of all, I love a big girl sampler. Don't get me wrong. There are big girl samplers, lots of them in my whip piles. I'm hoping to get a mid-year whip parade done next week. We'll talk about that during plans. But I'm a sucker. I love hanging my ornaments on the tree. I just feel like, first of all, smalls are fantastic. You just, the feeling of accomplishment, because you can get them done in a day or two. But like a couple days and you've got to finish, ready to go. Then you have to fully finish them. I do like to gang up my ornament finishing. I'm squirreling. Let's talk about my finishing first, shall we? So I showed you guys this. Hold just a second. Here is my tracker card. This is a classic Christmas by Hands-On Design. I did do a full color conversion, so it is charted in DMCs. I switched to 6 over dies. I just pulled from my thread wall, stayed in the spirit of the colors. So you can see I started this on the 12th. I finished on the 19th, so it took me a week. It wasn't the only thing I was stitching on, so it wasn't, but quick. 69 by 69. This is on 36 count Lakeside linen. Now, if you're new here, I'm an Ada girl. You're like, no, you're not. You're stitching on linen. I am trying first retry of linen. That's what's so exciting about this is I'm an Ada girl. Glasses are my friends. Hard, light, speed, all the things. But I took it upon myself to challenge. Now, of course, I cannot find. There it is. Yay, found it. This is the chart we're talking about. A classic Christmas. It's new from Hands-On Design. Came out here in the last month or so, I think. So super cute. I picked it up my LNS just last week and got some Lakeside linen while I was there to do a retry, and I got my stitch finish. I love it so much. Now I watched myself. I didn't watch, but on my TV. So sometimes my colors are blowing out. So I am going to hold them back here so you get a little 2 colors. It's all natural light in my room. I've got 3 windows. So I'm not quite sure why the colors are wonky, but this is beautiful Lakeside linen. The color is Luna. It's like a butterscotchy caramel color. Love it. But this is my retry on linen, like I said, and I finished that stitch a couple days ago. I love it so much. So I'm excited. There's lots more. This is the fat 1/8 of linen that I got. And since it's 36 count and I'm just doing little ornaments, I can definitely get 2 or 3 more. Now, do I have any plans to put on this Luna right now? I do, actually. The sheep I showed you last week. But instead of staying on that Luna, let's just switch gears to my new start. So once I finish that one, I am doing, and I'll be honest, because I'm, nothing but truthful here. I do, most of my stitching is at night. After dinner and things, it's like my wind down time. That's when I get most of my stitching done. But I did commit to myself because the linen was new. It was a challenge. I needed my fresh eyes. I needed my morning eyes. I have given myself the gift of waking up early, yay me, to give myself a thread a day in the morning on this linen. And that was how I was going to like accomplish this challenge. And I was excited for it. And we're still like a week in, I'm still excited for it. So yay. Sometimes things are hard when you try something new. But so I was doing this one in the morning. Well, I don't know. Do you dream about stitching? Sometimes I do. But so there's a couple days this week where I was up even earlier than my early morning. And I was like, okay, so I could lay here and think about going back to sleep for, another half an hour, 45 minutes until my new early alarm goes off. But nah, let's go downstairs and stitch like 2 or 3 threads in the morning. So that's how that guy got done. And then I also, like I said, I started on another ornament. Trying to get one more done. Now this one's got some done stitching with this sheep and this pine tree, so we'll see. But this is Little House Needleworks Sheep Virtue number 12. I skipped right till 12. There's obviously 12 of them. I talked about it. I saw the models of this at my LNS last week. I talked about it. I bought 4 of them, but I got a little start. So this is Lakeside. Let's read what my tag says. 36 Lakeside linen, River Willow. That's what this one is. Okay, so the shadow, there we go. It's a really pretty, like a weeping willow. Willow tree green. And then I am using there's my 2 colors so far. This is about as far as my kit up went because this was like a 6:30 in the morning. Let's switch gears type of situation. So these are the 2 colors overdyed. It's charted in DMCs, I think. I'm just doing a color conversion. Country Red is the red I'm using, which I haven't done yet. And this is Grasshopper. Grasshopper, I picked that out when I was at my LNS because I thought it would play nicely with this River Willow. Yes, it is not, as the chart is, they use a dark green because they're stitching on like a sampler brown. But I'm switching gears and I'm super excited. It's going to be delicate. But these little stitches, so fun. I'm enjoying it. We'll see. But that is my new start and my finish on linen. Now, all right, friends, so let's go back. So if I had a start and a finish in the linen world, that means I have a start and a finish in the Ada world. Yay! So this one is going to be my 3rd in the series this month finishing. So this is in my Vintage Stitching Christmas bag. So that's what I have, all 3 of the Prairie Schooler upside down, 12 days of Santas. So fun. So I finished 6 and 7 a while ago, like 2 weeks ago, I think it was, because they were real close. And I do have a couple more that are real close. These are great. Prairie Schoolers are fantastic for outlining and great nighttime stitching. I've outlined them and it's just like fill in the red, fill in the green, fill in the, whatever. So was able to get another one done. I showed you guys progress on this one last week. Don't remember at all where I was, but the point is he's done. I think I had just like tangented to the trumpet man because I had this gold of the trumpet in one of the other ones and I was like, okay, let's just start 11. Yes, I went from 6 to 7 to 8 to 11. I'm gonna do them all eventually. So this is 11. 11 got done. We watched a couple family movies this weekend and like I said, fill-in is my fantastic. My favorite thing to do during movie night is because, I kind of half want to watch the movie with my family, but I can fill in like this red coat, dent stitching, his brown boots. I had all this stuff outlined, ready to go. So like I said, I got this guy finished. He is stitched on, it's a 16 count white lace. It's a Zweigart fabric, straight from Fat Quarter Shop off the bolt, not dyed. Usually hand dyed is my jam, but it was one of those things where I was auditioning my 12 weights. I have a full color conversion. So if you're looking at this, you're like, that doesn't look like my Prairie Schooler. That's because I did a Tiger Lily custom conversion. I wanted it to be bright and fun. And the Prim colors, let me just show you, and it's going to be wrinkled, but it's always fun to cross and compare. Oh, please. for you guys to see like charted versus, no, of course, it's a wrinkled hot mess. But I think it's really interesting to see. So here's some more that are like, see, number 8, he's ready. I probably worked on him too this week, but he's getting close. So maybe next week, maybe. So let's just look. So here's the chart and you can see, let's see his bright red coat. I would call it like candy apple, fire engine. It's red, right? It's not red. So I just want you to this is the charted colors. So the Prairie School, or at least this chart, is all charted in DMCs. And these are the called for colors. Beautiful. Don't get me wrong. This is beautiful. It's stitched on Vintage Country Mocha. It was a smaller count because I was like, ooh, I want everything to be tiny and cute. This is a 20 count Vintage Country Mocha. Yep. So it's one strand of the called for DMCs. Well, I was about, I don't know, 3/4 of the way done. And we talked about it during a floss too, but I was like, okay, so I'm going to stitch all 12. But these colors, I like these ones, the red and the bright. I'm a bright Christmas decorator. And so you guys encouraged me. That's what I love this community. And the comments, and you guys were like, do what you want. Like, and of course, you know, so you know that in the world of Tiger Lily color changes, I have no problem doing it. So I did. And at that time, I was an RFL artisan. And so I was changing it. I was like, now's the time. I'm going to check out these 12 weights. And I've talked about 12 weights before. I'm not going to give you the whole 12 weight education thread thing again. But I do love them. They're on the spool. I keep them in here. I did a full color conversion. There's only like 12 to 13 colors on all the Santas. So it was the perfect way to try that. But I just want you guys to see, like, if you like the color photo, do not think you have to stick with the called for DMCs. If they don't look like the picture or look the way you want, it's okay. Change it up. So this was the call for. I know they're not the same. This is day 1 and this is day 11, but the concept is the same. His red coat was this color, should have been this color. It's more like the pants color, which was a totally different. Anyway, so this was what I did. 12 weight RFL. So it's one strand over 1 on 16 count. Yay, finish. So like I said, I showed you number 8. He's close. That's the maids of milking. Milking. There's no maid though, but Santa's milking. How about that? Santa's milking the cow, day 8, working on it. Maybe I'd love to have some rain delays this weekend so I didn't have to go and weed the garden, but you know, chores have to happen. So we'll see. So that is my finish and a whip start or whip progress. And then my last new start was just a new start last night because I finished the linen one yesterday morning. And I was like, okay, so what am I going to stitch on this night? And I could have just worked on day 8 Santa, but I wanted to just get another new start in. And so, yeah, I know, friends, you're in there like, ooh, look at that margin. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous about it. I'm not quite sure exactly what I was thinking. Oh, 1-inch margin's plenty for a ornament, right? So this is this guy. This is the hands-on design Christmas ornament. A 1-inch margin is fantastic. I finished everything myself, so I can totally use a 1-inch margin, but I need a 1-inch for both. Eek. I did 1 inch, so they split it down the middle and it's only 1/2 inch. I'm not quite sure. This was something that I bought. This was, you know, this is the hands-on design Polar Plunge. There's 6 of them total, 5 of them paper charts. 1 of them is a PDF only from Kathy's website. And I got the backer boards and the finishing kit from Chantel. What I need to do, I think, before I even think about adding more stitches to this one is to make sure that a 1/2 inch margin, because I know that, this is to finish on Chantel's boards, it needs to be 16 count or 32 count. Well, this is 16 count. Picture this plus. There should be a tag somewhere. Yep. And it's even tiny enough for me to see. Yep. Quarter. 16 count Glacier. Goodness gracious. I need to make an eye appointment. So this is 16 count Glacier that my friend Shelly gave me at StitchCon. And so I need to make, so I was like, ooh, perfect for Polar Plunge. Well, like I said, I don't know what I was thinking. I hope that that's enough. I mean, if you look at it, she's only got a quarter inch. It only gives me a 1/4 inch to wrap. I'm gonna have to finish this. I'm gonna have to finish the whale and kind of play with the finishing template and tools and make sure that I didn't shoot myself in the foot by giving myself only 1 inch. I needed 1 inch for here and 1 inch for here. Ugh, I don't know what I was thinking. This morning when I was coming, I was like, oh, I'll just cut this bit. Oh, pickles. I needed, like, I don't even know what I was thinking. But thankfully I didn't get too far. It was just 1 night of stitch. So if I need to just kind of sacrifice that little bottom part, I won't even bother pulling it out. I'll just sacrifice the bottom, you know, give myself my 1 inch for my whale and move on. But we shall see. You'll find out next week what I do. It'll be great. So those are my 2 finishes, my two new starts, and my whip work. The other thing I wanted to show you, because it's fun. Remember, I showed you these are my tracker cards. This is my own little thing that I do. It's mainly for me. That way I can keep track of what, because I change everything, let's just be honest. But then there's lots of different fabric dyers that I use, and I like to see when I start and finish. So I designed this project tracker card a while ago. I'm using this one. This is one of my StitchCon postcards, but most of them look like this. This is the back side and this is this side. Well, what is cool about it is that, so like, not that anybody's going to want to know 3 years from now, but if you did, let's fast forward and imagine I was doing a floss tube showing you all the ornaments I finished in 2023. But like, and of course, I'm not going to remember boo about what that is. But the good thing is so I have these cards, and then I went to my handy dandy Target. Now this was a while ago, so it might not be the same, but the concept is the same. And so I have a recipe box. And so the cards are 4 by 6, 3.5 by 5. There's something like that. Anyway, they fit perfect. Whatever size a normal recipe card is, they fit perfect in the recipe card. So this is the box. And so all I do is once one of my cards comes out of my bags, my project bags, and I finished it, I just put it in here. Now, they sometimes are in chronological order. Sometimes they're not, because I kind of just drop them in here. But that's what I do. I keep all my cards organized, so that way, hopefully, I can answer your questions. If you're like, oh my gosh, your classic Christmas, it's not DMC. What was the green you used? Well, let me go back and look. Pine needles. And so that way I can tell you. Because I think it's all about sharing, right? And sharing information and helping each other and enabling each other and all the things. But I just thought that was fun. So that way, you know, they live on past your project bags. And so I'm super excited. I just keep them in my cute little recipe box. And it sits on my shelf. I mean, that's a lot of, it'll take me a while to fill that up, but that's okay. I'm excited. So that is the stitching. So next, I just want to send out a super big hug of thanks to 3 of my friends who utilized my Buy Me a Coffee link down in my description box and sent me various amounts of coffee, aka giveaway postage, aka treats for me and Lily to go have ice cream at nighttime. She's only here. I just looked at a calendar. I'm not going to cry. It's going to be fine. But in T-minus 4 weeks, my daughter goes back to college. And so it's a little bit like, oh, fudge-a-doodle, the summer's almost over. And anyway, so all the ice cream all the time. If she wants to go get ice cream, we're going to do it every night because I can. And she's here. So thank you so much to my friends Elaine, Paula, and Lori for using my Buy Me a Coffee link, aka Buy Me and Lily ice cream link, because that's what we're using. Although we do have a giveaway today. So I use it for a little bit of all the things. Ice cream and postage. Anyway, so one thing I want to tell you is I got some Stitchy Kindness in the mail this week. So that's super fun. I love it when my friends want to share, like, that don't do Flosstube, but that watch or that just, you know, they want to participate in the Stitch Pass Your Stash, right? And so one of my friends, Joan, we were on PTA together years and years and years ago when our kids were little, middle school PTA. We were the PTA board. Yay us. So she is so sweet, and I didn't even know it was coming. I just went to my mailbox. I was like, oh my goodness, what a sweetie. So I'm excited to show you. So she sent me this 40 count. Look at that pretty. I haven't tried 40 yet. I don't know. I might have to give it a whirl. This is 40 count doubloon. Picture this plus So pretty. And then she sent a couple of vintage stitchings. So many of you love, and you're like, oh, and you see something out and about. Let me make sure I'm not showing it backwards. And you're like, oh, Kari can give that a new life. And yes, I can. So I'm super excited. She sent me that one. And this one is so sweet. Look at this little basket. It was, you know, she cut it off. I'm guessing it was some kind of table runner. Beautiful. But that red basket with all those flowers, that's going to be a pretty project bag. So she shared with me these Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm. I think I've seen these. Was Kimberly Jolly's like stitching these all in one? I think so. But she sent me a note saying that she's got the whole collection. So if I wanted to wait and save and do this as a bundle, which I think I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in my Pass the Stash bucket and save it. So that way we'll have a big old thing. But just to show you the charts in case you haven't seen them like me, this is so cute. This is Fall on the Farm 1. Look at those little chickens in the house, Fall on the Farm. I'm not in fall mode yet, but I guess I just skipped fall and went right to Christmas. But look at that tree and the truck and the quilt block. So she sent me 5 of them and there's 12 of them. So that is super fun. Another little note from her, but this is a quilting. So she also sews and quilts, as a lot of us are multi-crafters, right? So this is a Funky Friends Factory Bear. Adorable. Like, I think I might have to make one just for fun. I don't have any little babies in my life right now. Thank goodness. Time was, anyway, so cute. But she wrote me a note. She goes, I bought this pattern twice already. Have I made it? No. Love it. She's someone after my own heart. So this is May Flowers. So let's just dump right into the giveaway. We're going to go ahead and give this. I know it's not May, it's July, and it's almost August. Let's just be honest. But go ahead. It's so cute. So this is a hello from Liz Matthews, May Flowers tree. So if you're going to use the word tree in your comment, make sure that normal giveaway rules apply. Subscribe, like, and comment. And if you want to be entered in the giveaway, so use the word tree for this one. So that's so sweet. I'm going to put that one to the side, as well as look at this sweet Madame Chantilly Spring. One of these little, what are those things called? The little trays and the things, but so cute. Okay, so I was going to keep this and stitch a couple of these myself. I'm a big pull out of motif, make little tiny pillows. So I saw, I was like, oh, look at that cup. That's a pillow. That's a thing. That's a thing. These 3 sheep, adorable. So I saw, okay, look, the birdhouse and the birds on the swing. Are you kidding me? Adorable. So, but I think, and if you don't have a place to decorate with a big old motif like this, because it is a big chart, I think. But anyway, so use the word spring if you want to be entered in to win that. And this is another one she sent me. This is called Our House Rules. Our House Rules. Love the Lord. Be kind, tenderhearted, forgiving. Trust in the Lord. Be patient. Respect others. Study God's word. Be a cheerful. Glasses. Pray every day. Live with a thankful heart. Love your mom and dad. Oh, so sweet. So use the word rules if you want to be entered in that one. And then last but not least, oh my goodness, I had never seen this. This is adorable. It's Woodland Babies. Now, of course, you do not need to do this. You don't have to stitch a throw, but you could, here, let's show you in the back. If you want to just do one like this little frog or this guy, doesn't that remind you of Bambi and Thumper? Oh, totally does. Let's see if I can do this. This is from 2012. 115 by 1. No, that's. Oh, some of them turn in 77 by 78. That's how big the little 81 by 75. So they're totally like ornament sizes or little doorbell pillows. So if you want to make a little spring critter basket, how adorable is that? Look at the little turtle and the raccoon and all the things. So sweet. Okay, first of all, I mean, this bear and this honey pot, forget about it. He's adorable. Oh, but woo, That is some dense stitching, friends. So if you want to win this one, use the woodland, one word, woodland. So that is my haul, my Stitchy Kindness from my friend Joan. Thank you so much. And 4 of them were doing Pass the Stash. So make sure you enter in the giveaway if any of those speak to you. So I'm excited. So next week I will do a drawing. So hold on, I zigged and zagged a little bit. Let me refer back to my list to see where we are. Coffee, oh, okay. I know it's a little bit of shop update right here in the middle, but you know, I'd lose my list. Anybody know what this is? Yeah, if you know, you know. I just want everybody to know they're coming. Last night, we went to the UPS store and the post office earlier in the day before they closed, but they're all out on their way to you. So the July Keeper Club boxes are out. So hopefully you have received an email with your tracking information. That's that. Yay, they're coming. That means next week, follow the hashtag, Tiger Lily Keeper Box Club, Keeper Club. You know, there's some hashtags. I'll write them down in the description box. I don't remember what they are, but it's super fun. I love to see when everybody gets them and opens them and do all the things. But just be careful. If you follow the hashtag and you haven't gotten yours yet, you might be spoiled. But I'm super excited. Hopefully, I think by next Friday, I'm trying to remember all the tracking, you know, pushing all the buttons and seeing it, because some of them go international. So that's going to take a hot minute. But then the furthest one is Hawaii. And I think that one Thursday or Friday next week. So I do check. I will make sure. I won't share. I don't want to share until everybody has their box. But I'm going to share it soon, and it's a good one. I'm super excited about this box. So that is the July Keeper Club. Last but not least, let's just talk real quick. I mean, first of all, we talked last week about how I talk fast, and I just want you to know I loved reading every single one of your comments. It was adorable. Fantastic. I love that some of you you're like, half speed. No. I listen to you on double speed. I mean, I must sound like one of those when I'm on double speed, which is hilarious to me, but that's cool. Like, I'm excited that you can do that. I can't even listen on double speed because I don't know, but oh, wow. But you guys gave me so much love, and you're like, listen, you talk fast, you talk, but that's you, and you love me. I love you for loving me. Thank you, friends. But so August plans. Couple things we talked about last week, and I just want to give you a little bit of updates to the Whatnot app. If you don't have any idea what I'm talking about, go back and watch last week's video. We talked a little bit more extensively about it. But Whatnot is like an online live auction selling site that I'm going to be doing. The good news is, because my boxes are out in the world. Oh, thank you so much for the July Keeper sale. That was last Saturday. You guys were fantastic. I love it. First of all, I wish that I could sew a keeper for everyone who wanted one. I feel it breaks my heart every time somebody's like, the cutest comment I got, and I don't want to call her out because in case she's got a very unique name, so I don't want her to feel like she got called out. But it was the funniest comment I got. She goes, "It's like the Hunger Games out here, and everybody for themselves." And it was, bless her heart, she didn't get one, and it breaks my heart that she wanted a keeper so bad, but she couldn't get one. Oh, I wish I could. But the sale was stupendous. All those are obviously out, and I think they're all received, and thank you so much. I will have a collection on August 15th. It's super fun. I have already started cutting it and putting it together. So I'm hoping that, but I'm sorry. But in the meantime, I am going to do a Whatnot sale. So Whatnot sales it's an app on your Apple phone. I think it might be on Android too. I'm not quite sure. But so the moral of the story is that I will be next week. So all my monthly Keeper Sale Club out, my box out. Yes, I am still gung-ho. Train is moving down the track for the Advent boxes in full swing. The October Keeper boxes already in full swing too. But I don't feel quite the sense of urgency. I want to do a little spring cleaning next week. And what that means is there's going to be selling of some of my artisan stock. I didn't bring any to show you this week, but I make gnomes out of upcycled sweaters. I make tote bags out of upcycled t-shirts. upcycling all the things is like my love language, I think. And so it's one of those things where I have a lot of that, and I'm not doing the local artisan markets anymore. I had to make the decision to cut somewhere, and that is something. So I'm trying to make room in my house, my storage room, in my studio for more fabric, more bolts, more things. And so next week I will be not only having a artisan, lots of the things are going to be like half price of what I would sell at the market. So make sure that if you follow me on Instagram, that is the best way to get all the deets. Like I said, it's going to happen next week. So you won't be here next Friday. I'll give you a recap about it. But if you have any interest in seeing what I've got, make sure you follow me on Instagram. So down below, you can grab my Instagram and follow me. And I know some of you are new to Instagram, so I'm going to do like a 10-second like blurb on Instagram. Instagram can be a little overwhelming. And if you follow a lot of people, it does not show you all those people things. You learn that the hard way. Then you're like, oh, I missed out. I didn't see that. They didn't show me that post. You see a post that's like 3 days old and Instagram's like, hey, look at this. You want to see this? Now. So the great thing about Instagram is it does have a little bell notification, just like YouTube, where you can like star that account and it will always show you that first in your feed if you super love that account. Just something, that little tip for you. I do that with all my super friends, is I want to make sure that I see their posts like first thing when I sign on. And then you can also get notified when I go live. I don't go live on Instagram very often, like twice, I think. But I will be sharing on Instagram in my stories the progress, the dates of whether the Whatnot app's the sale's gonna be on Tuesday and Thursday or Friday, whenever it's gonna be. The information is gonna be distributed on my Instagram if you have any interest. So there will also be market stuff as well as, not this fabric. This is my pretty fabric. We talked about this before. I'm not selling this fabric, but I trust you me, there is just as much fabric, which is gorgeous, in a different cabinet, in a different bucket, that I just have to let go of. So it's going to be a lot of past your stash, in fabric, all the things. Like I do a lot of different crafts. So there's going to be quilt kits from, I can think of 2 quilt kits that are right down. Elizabeth Hartman has these quilt. Anyway, lots of great stuff. I'm going to try to make room in the studio and by having some Whatnot sales. So that's coming. So make sure down below, I will put a link where you can go and get the app on your phone, play around, follow my shop on Whatnot. Whatnot will tell you when I go live. But if you want to know like in a little bit more in advance, then follow me on Instagram. All the things. It's technology. It's great sometimes, but then sometimes, like I was talking to my friend Anne yesterday, sweet as pie. We must have talked, I think we talked 3 different times on the phone because technology, some things are just above my pay grade. I can sew, but this coding and the websites and the work and all the things, we'll come together. We'll work it out. It'll be great. We'll get there eventually. But as long as everybody's patient and kind, it's no big deal. Whatnot sales. So that's that. And then the other August plans I alluded to a little bit before, was that Lily's going away in 4 weeks, right? And so I have to take her to Clemson. We got to pack all of her stuff. She's moving off the dorm into the campus. Anyway, all the things. So there's going to be lots of things getting her ready to go and actually going to Clemson and doing all the things. So that is going to take up some time. I'm not quite sure when, how that's going to all come together, but that is in August. And I'm happy for her. A little sad for me, but happy. We'll just stick with the happy for right now. But August 5th is my 2-year Flosstube anniversary. What the heck-a-doodle? I can't believe it. I started Flosstube August 5th, 2 years ago, as a mentally prepare myself for my son going off to college, because I needed something else to do, because if not, I was just going to sit and be a pile of mush because my baby was going to school 9 hours away and I was going to be sad about it. So I decided to turn that into Flosstube, and I'm so thankful every day. But it's 2-year Flosstube anniversary and I'm super excited about it. But I'm also super close to a 10K subscriber celebration. So, and because I'm super busy. So although August 5th is my exact 2-year anniversary, I am hopeful. That is before I take the lady to school, and that's going to be right there in the crunch time of getting her done. So I can pretty much tell you it's not going to be like on that Friday. It'll probably be the Friday after I come home from dropping her off, and then I'm gonna pile mush again, right? Yep, so let's just prepare for that. And then, but we're gonna celebrate. Hopefully we're gonna have confetti cannons, not really, but pretend confetti cannons and lots of giveaways. I'm super excited. I've been adding to my laundry basket. Yes, I put my giveaways in a laundry basket. I have been adding the 10K 2-year subscriber. I'm hoping they're gonna be combo, but if not, that's fine. It's definitely gonna be 2-year subscriber. The celebration is gonna be bunker sauce, and I'm super excited about it. There might be some keepers. There might be a club box, right? So if you miss out on one, maybe. So the excitement is I am preparing. I have reached out to a couple of my friends in the world of making and doing here in Flosstube and cross stitch, and said, listen, I'm having like the party to beat the band. Let's party together. And so I'm super excited. It's coming together. That's going to be in August sometime. Not going to be at the beginning of August. It's going to be like my birthday month where I celebrate the whole month. We're going to celebrate the whole month. Although the big time is going to be later. But that's August. So get excited. It's going to be exciting. Again, hit the bell for YouTube if you want to know about the party. And so that's what I've got. Oh, nope. One more thing for you. Just so you know, make sure you keep watching. Another plug for following me on Instagram is this week, I am about this close to releasing the 3rd Sue Bonnet in the series. So if you are new here, I have a freebie series that I designed. It's a cross stitch chart. It's a cute little freebie. I have lots of my friends who have stitched them. One was Sue Bonnets. One was a little garden pale Sue Bonnet. She was adorable, little pastel watering her flowers. And the other one was my patriotic Sue Bonnet. And so the 3rd Sue Bonnet in the series is about this close. It's charted. I just need to model stitch her. And if you know, these things stitch up like lickety spit. So I'm hoping to get her stitched up and fully finished and shared before next Friday. So if you want to know, if you want to see, make sure that you're over there too. But if not, you'll see it next Friday. So that is all I got for you, friends. I'm going to close it out rather than just keep babbling. So that is what I have. Flosstube Friday. I hope you had fun. I had fun chit-chatting with you. I'm going to go into deep dive cleaning the studio because it's a hot mess. During Keeper Box Assembly Week, it gets crazy here. But I love it. And now I'm going to put it all back together to start fresh next week. I love starting fresh in a clean studio. So I'm excited for a little clean day, get her done. So until next time, friends, happy knitting, happy quilting, happy making, and of course, happy stitches.